started by actually sitting down on our mat. So if you can sit down with your feet in front of your body, put the ball in the ankles just for the moment so that it doesn't roll away from you. And let's have our heels pressing into the floor and the hands wrapped behind the back of your thighs. Now grow tall through the spine and then begin to breathe laterally. So breathing into the upper back and the sides of the rib cage. Breathe out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth, breathing laterally. One last time, relax the shoulders away from the ears. From there, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, draw the chin towards the chest, melt from underneath the rib cage and fold the body towards your thighs. Breath in, breath out, restack the spine, so lower back, mid back, upper back, lengthen, breath in, relax the shoulders, breath out, draw the chin to the chest, fold or melt the ribs, curving yourself forward, perhaps using the arms a little bit there, breath in, breath out, restacking the spine. One more time, breath in, breath out, nodding the chin to chest and curving. Inhaling as we hold, exhaling, restacking the spine, coming all the way to the top. Now take the ball out of the legs, reach the hands long, and let's have the ball in the hands. The shoulders, can we draw the arm bone back into the shoulder joint? And let's have our shoulder blades flat on our back. Now we inhale here, exhale, squeeze the ball. Inhale, release it. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, releasing it. So feeling the connection coming from the shoulders as we're squeezing. Let's go for 3 more and release. For 2, release, and then last one. Now staying tall in the spine, we inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. And we twist to the right. So as you're moving, you keep this sense of length in the spine. And become aware of the 2 sit bones, the bony parts in your bottom cheeks. Feel those equally weighted into the mat, no matter where you are in your rotation. Final one to the left side. Coming back to the center, re-squeezing the ball, melting the shoulder blades down the back, and then inhaling as you take your hands up. Exhale as you release your arms down. Now what you're looking for here is as you take the arms up, that the rib cage at the front isn't pushing forward. We want our rib cage heavy and keeping it still, as if we're melting the base of the ribs down towards our hips. Last 2. Keep squeezing the ball, last one. And then lowering the arms back to shoulder height, hold it there, inhale. Exhale, start at your tailbone, roll that under, rolling through each bone of the spine. Inhale as we hold. Exhale, draw the chin down, curve the upper back and bringing yourself back forward. Restack the spine up tall. Let's take an inhale, squeeze the ball. Exhale, roll the spine back. Inhale as you hold. Exhale, curve the body forward and restacking the spine. Now moving the body back about halfway, let's hold it there. Press into your heels and imagine pulling the heels towards the bottom, even though the feet don't move. We breathe out, we twist our upper body to the right. Inhale, center, and over to the left. Center, one more to each side. Coming back into the center, begin to release the spine down until you're rested on your back. Now bring the heels a bit closer to your bottom there. Keep the arms reaching up to the ceiling. Now as we inhale here, lift the shoulders up and away from your mat. Exhale, the shoulders are going to come down to the mat, but squeeze the shoulder blades towards your spine. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, arms come down. One more, inhale, arms go up. And exhale, shoulders come down. Now level out the shoulders and then release the ball into the inner thighs. Press the hands down into the mat beside you. Keeping the tailbone heavy and connected to the floor, we exhale and squeeze our ball. Inhale, release. Press into the feet as we squeeze and release. Keep going with the leg squeezes. Bring your awareness to the chest and just allow the chest to soften as you're working through the squeezes. The hands can continue pressing so you're feeling the shoulders. Last two. And final squeeze there. Now the lower back, can we move that closer to the mat? Hold it there and then float both of your feet up and off the floor. Continue your squeezes. Exhale as we squeeze. Inhale, release. And exhale as we squeeze. Now the arms will come up towards the ceiling. We're still continuing with our squeezes. Now the next time we squeeze and we hold, breathe in, lower the arms, nod the chin. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out, release your head. Breathe in, press the hands, nod the chin. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out, release your head. One more time, press the hands forward, chest lift up. Breathe out, hold, keep squeezing the ball. Arms go up and then release your head. Arms go wide to 45, pressing them down into the floor. Inhale, twist the waist to the right. Exhale, come back to the center, squeezing the right leg into the ball. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, come back to the center, squeeze the left leg into the ball. Inhale to the right. Right leg squeezes into the ball. One more to the left. Squeeze the left leg into the ball. Come back to the center and release both of the feet down to the mat. Grab the ball, pop it underneath your hips, making sure that it's rested underneath your tailbone. If it's on the lower back, it's way too high. If you feel it on your bottom cheeks and if you're about to slip off and the back feels like it drops, then it's way too low. So we want to find that happy medium where we can comfortably place the hips on the ball and that there's no pressure in the lower part of the back. Pressing both of the hands, reconnect to your breath, and can we relax our rib cage? Now inhale, prepare. Exhale, still in this left leg as we float the right leg to tabletop. Now keep this left leg still. If you need your hand on your hip, that's always an option. You inhale, toe tap the mat, keeping the left side still. Exhale as you raise. Inhale, toe tap. Exhale as you raise. 4 more. Keep checking in with the chest from time to time that the upper back is relaxed so that we're focusing on that lower part of your body and the stability in your hips. Last one, we lift to hold it in tabletop, holding it there. And then extend the right leg up towards the sky. Keep the toes pointed. Breathe in, lower the leg. Almost touch the floor, flex the foot and raise your leg. Now when you're moving through this leg motion, there'll be a tendency for the chest and the waist to want to pop up towards the sky. So if you can keep that down, imagining that you've got a heavy 20 kilo weight rested on your tummy perhaps. Last 3. And 2. Final 1. Leg comes all the way to the sky, hold it there. Maintain the flex in your foot and start to circle your leg. Keep it quite small. That way we can maintain stillness in that left leg. Keep checking the left knee that it doesn't fall out to the side. And we have 4, 3, and 2. Last 1. Coming back to the top, and then let's return through tabletop, releasing that left side. Reset whatever you need to, and then let's float our left leg into tabletop there. Inhale, tap the floor. Exhale, lift the leg. So now we're focusing on the right leg staying stable so that we're strengthening the hips. We're trying not to move the hips or the right leg while being relaxed in our chest there. You've got 4 to go. Last 2 there, and we'll hold our last one. Holding the left leg up, extending it to the sky, keeping the toes pointed. Inhale, lower your leg all the way down to the mat. Flex the foot and raise. So as we're lowering, we're stopping just before we touch the mat. So we're in that hover and lifting. Again, think of having a heavy weight rested on the tummy so that the tummy stays heavy. The back stays stable and our pelvis again is as still as possible. Last 2. And last 1. Lifting the right leg up to hold it there. Begin to circle. Let your breath flow as you're circling, becoming aware of your right leg that it's not dropping out to the side. Check in with the ribs again, the waist, that we're not pressing up. And we have 4 more of these to go. Arms can be pressing down to support you. Last 2. Last 1, finishing with the leg to the sky, and then let's bend the knee, replace the foot all the way down. Just check again that the ball is in the right position for you. Press your hands down, and then let's float both of the legs up to a tabletop position. Now separate your legs just a touch. Inhale, toe tap the right foot to the floor, and then switch the legs, toe tapping the left leg to the floor. Switch the legs, tap the right one, and switch, tap the left one. Start to speed that up, and while you're speeding up the legs, how stable can you stay through your midsection? And let's go for a few more moments together. And finishing back with the legs in a tabletop position. Now bring your legs to a little froggy. So heels will come together in a V. Our knees are quite wide apart and you can match them about your shoulder distance. Then from there, you exhale, extend your legs to 45 degrees and then inhale as you bend your knees. So relax the chest, keep the heavy 20 kilo weight imagination on the rib cage so that we're making sure that we're not pushing our chest up. Our spine is stable, our hips are stable, and we're moving through the legs. So quite a bit going on here, strengthening the legs, the abdominals. We have 3 to go. And 2. Last 1. Finish with the legs out long and add in little scissor legs. Go as fast as you like. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs come back together. Bend your knees in, squeeze the knees together and rest the feet to the floor. Pick up the hips, take the ball out and relax your body to the mat. Now the ball, can we place it underneath your left foot? Making sure that your foot hasn't gone too far away from you. Lightly press down into the ball, about 10-20% effort. Breathe out and then lift the hips. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, lower the hips. As we're lifting, we can press down into the hands and you're going to start to feel the ball wobbling a little bit. So our job here is just to try and keep it as still as we possibly can. Last 2 there. And final 1. Swapping over the legs. You can do that with the feet. Set the ball up so it's not too far away from your bottom. Press down into the hands and then let's breathe out as we lift our hips. Breathe in as we lower. So keep that same pressure or intensity on that right leg. We're aiming to keep the ball as still as we can. But the focus is the leg that's on the floor. We're actually working quite strong from that left side as it's taking most of the body weight. 4 to go. One more time. And then we can release the bottom. Now with the ball, if you can move that to the side just for the moment, set your feet to hip and shoulder distance apart, and then let's interlace our hands, pop them behind the head. Elbows are in our peripheral here. Breathe in, start to nod your chin, and breathe out, lift the upper body. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift the upper body. One more time, and then we'll layer on. And releasing there. Now bring the left foot closer to your bottom and balance on all of your toes there. Breathe in, prepare. Now as you breathe out, chest lift up and simultaneously open the left knee. Close the leg and lower your upper body. Stay on that side. So we chest lift up, we open the leg. We close the leg, we release the head. Now watch here that the right leg doesn't move. And as we open the left leg, watch that it doesn't drop. So you want to be controlling that leg the whole way through. Last one on that left side. And releasing. Reposition the left foot flat. Balance onto the right toes. Move that foot closer to your body. And then let's breathe out, open the right leg. And then return. So this is traditionally our abdominal movement without the legs, but just by adding in that leg movement, we're also bringing in more challenge to our obliques. Let's go for 4 more. Last time there. And then releasing the body. Now flip yourself over so that you're laying on your tummy and separate your legs a little bit there, so about hip and shoulder distance apart. Space out all of your fingers and let's have our elbows underneath our shoulders. So we're in our Sphinx pose here. Feel all your toenails pressing down into the floor. Press into the hands so that you can lift out of your shoulders there and just hold that posture. Now keeping the lift of the chest, allow the chin to draw down in towards your chest. And then allow your breath to flow. With the eyes, you'll begin to look forward towards the top end of your mat, forward towards your room or wall, and then begin to look up towards your ceiling. And then the eyes will go down or walk down the wall, onto the carpet or your flooring, and then back down onto your mat. And again, so the eyes will look towards the mat, to the top end. We'll go up our wall and we'll look up to the ceiling. And then releasing the eyes down one last time. Allow your body to rest down onto the mat. Send your arms long by the side of your body with your fingertips touching the mat there. The shoulders, can they soften and round down towards the floor? And then as you exhale, lift the shoulders, giving yourself a slight hover of your chest. Inhale, round your chest or your shoulders, and then exhale as you lift your shoulders. Now, every time you lift your shoulders, it's helpful to think of squeezing your shoulder blades towards your spine so that you're getting the most out of that back activation. Now, the next time the shoulders are lifting and the shoulder blades are squeezing to the spine, let's hold that shape. Re-anchor your hips to the mat and hover higher, floating the fingertips away from the floor. Just keep holding, keep breathing there. Now with the elbows, we're going to bend them and bring them wide so they're just off the side of your mat and your elbows are lower than your own shoulders. The nose balances down onto the mat and the hips are gently anchored. As we inhale, we begin to look forward to the top end of the mat, freeze your neck alignment there and begin to lift up through your chest. Exhale, release the spine coming all the way back down. Inhale, move the eyes forward to the top end of the mat. Keep the neck alignment still and lift up through the upper part of your body and melting the spine down. So what you're looking for when you get to the top of this posture is that the hips, the actual back of your thighs, feel like they're on, so that they're supporting you through the movement. One more time. And releasing it all the way down. Now keep the arms in this alignment, but bring them in closer to your body so that now they're on top of your mat. Nose comes back down to the balanced position, and then begin to roll your nose, lift your chest, press down into your hands and hold that position. Keep pressing your hips into the floor and draw your elbows towards each other like they're trying to touch each other underneath your body. Keep lifting and squeezing the shoulder blades towards the spine so you're feeling that upper back activity. Release the upper body all the way down, reset, inhale, and then exhale, press into the hands, lift your chest, and working through that upper part of your body, releasing it down. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulder blades to the spine, elbows towards each other. Now lower your body halfway and begin to hover your elbows up and off the floor there. As you inhale, reach your hands forward, lower your chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze the elbows back, lift the chest. Inhale, reach. And exhale, squeeze. So working through the upper part of your back, if you start to feel the lower, just don't come as high when you're pulling your elbows back. 2 more. And last one, releasing the hands all the way down to the floor. Now slide the hands back so that your elbows are pointing up towards the sky. Feel like you're squeezing both of your elbows towards each other. Tuck your toes and start to press up through your arms, bringing yourself into your rest pose there, rounding through the lower part of your back. Holding that position. Walk your hands as far as you can to the right side and relaxing down into that position, opening up the left side of your back. And then walk your hands to the opposite side as far as you can and open up the right side of your body. Coming all the way back to the center, and then let's lift ourselves up into our all fours. So we want our knees under our hips, hands under our shoulders. And then with your blue ball, or whichever color you have, pop your right hand down onto the ball. Now what we want here is that our shoulders are level and our hips are level. Now begin by exhaling and rolling the ball away, inhaling as you bring the ball back. Now as you're moving the arm forward and backwards, keep the intention of lifting out of your left shoulder and press equally down through both shins so you feel quite strong in the legs. Last 2. And last 1. Now as the ball comes in, just pause it there. Send your left leg back and tuck your toes under. Again, check that you're level in your shoulders and your hips. Now at the same time you roll the ball forward, float the left leg and then lower the leg as you bring the ball back in. Breathe out, send it away. Breathe in, return. And again. So imagine for me that as you're moving through, you're balancing a cup of tea on your lower part of your back. So we're working to keep as stable as we can in our spine as we're moving the limbs. Last two there. And last one. And we release. Swap to the other side. Pop the left hand underneath the ball and press down equally through your legs. Breathe out, send the ball away. Breathe in, return. So as you're moving through, just be really aware that your shoulders are staying level and that you're not rolling the ball and lowering your chest at the same time. So you want to keep that lift, which might mean that you don't go as far forward with your arm. Last two. Last one. Now the ball comes back under the left hand. We send the right leg back with the toes tucked under and touching the floor. Keep lifting out of your right shoulder. Breathe out as you send the ball forward and float the right leg and then lower it as the ball comes in. So you're working here to coordinate this so that the leg and the arm are moving at the same time and they're lowering at the same time or returning at the same time. We've got that idea of the cup of tea on the back so that the spine is staying as stable as possible. Last three. And final one, coming all the way back to all fours and taking another rest pose. Stretch out the back, space out all of your fingers and holding the position. Now reach the fingertips a little further forward than what's comfortable. Start to feel that stretch that occurs in your shoulders and then begin to round your spine, bringing your hips forward, allowing them to lower towards the floor. And then lift your face. Allow the feet to separate a little there. Begin to lift the body, round the spine and come back to your rest pose. Feet will be apart. Round the body, come forward and lower your hips, lifting your chest. Lift the waist and round the spine, taking it back. Last time, breath is just flowing. Coming all the way up, let's swap over to our bottom here. And we're going to place the ball underneath the mid back. Now lay your upper back down onto the ball with your elbows down onto the floor. Now what you're looking for here is that there's no pressure in the lower part of your back and your neck should feel comfortable. The base of the rib cage, I want you to drop that heavy so it feels like you've just lifted through the upper part of your body. Now the elbows are on the floor, palms are pressing into the floor and we're drawing our elbows towards each other, again like they're trying to touch. Now scoop in your waist, taking an inhale. And then exhale, float the right leg to tabletop. Inhale, release it. Scoop in the waist and float the left leg to tabletop. So each time you lift the leg, we initiate from our midsection so that we're stable and then the back doesn't lift and arch. Now the next time your right leg is up, we're holding it there. Keep the waist down and switch the legs in the air, tap. Switch the legs, tap. So you'll recall this from your earlier warm-up exercises. But we're just in a slightly stronger position with the elevated torso. Keep moving through. Last time. And then let's bring both legs up to tabletop. Flex your feet, keep your knees slightly apart. Reset, drawing the waist down. And then send the right leg long. Change your leg, send the left leg long. So starting to feel that warming in the lower abdominals. Keep melting the front of the rib cage so that we're curving our spine. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to tabletop, point the toes and release your feet to the floor. Now roll forward down the ball slightly. Set your feet and then put all your body weight down onto the ball. Your hands, wrap your legs and use your arms to curve you up there so that you're in a big C curve with your spine. Now the hands will go behind the head and we're inhaling to pause. Exhale, keep the elbows wide and rotate slightly to the right. Back to the center, inhale. Exhale, rotate slightly to the left. So ideally that lift, that shouldn't change. All we're doing is adding in a twist and then we're lifting. A twist, lifting, firing up those upper abdominals. One more to each side. Now come to the center, move your bottom down slightly more, just a touch, and then begin to stretch your body back, but stay active for me. Exhale, chin draws down, melt the ribs heavy into the ball, and then lift your body up. Extend back over, chin to chest, heavy your ribs into the ball, and lift yourself up. Keep moving through. If you get any lower back pain, please stop, reset your position so that you're only feeling it in the abs. 4 to go. We extend, chin to chest, heavy the ribs, bend the spine. 4, 3. And 2. Last one. Now, can we send the legs out long? Let your body stretch back over, arms reach out behind you, and be really strong in your legs there. Inhale, float the arms, nod your chin, begin to press your ribs down into the ball and roll yourself all the way up to a seated position. Hold it there. Take the ball out the way. From there, we release the body all the way down. Take the hands back. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, roll the spine up. The left hand comes to the outside of your right ankle and you twist looking towards the right fingers. So looking towards your right shoulder. Hold that stretch. If you're not wanting to bend forward, you can lengthen forward. Both options are great. Now twist the body back forward. Release the spine, coming all the way down. Taking the hands back. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, roll up. The right hand goes to the left ankle and we look over the left shoulder. Squeeze both of your legs together, either round the spine or lengthen the spine. Both work. Bringing the arms back forward, release the spine down. Now this time as you come up, begin to float the legs up, teaser. Woo. Pause at the top for a moment and then release it all the way down. And again, inhale, chest lift, exhale, roll it up. One more time. And then releasing all the way down. Now turn onto your right side with both of your legs stretched out long. Feet are flexed and relax the neck. Light with your fingers and then let's move through 8 oblique lifts. For 7. Breath out, lift for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. You're welcome to flip your sides. And you've got 8 on this side. We go 8. Breathe out, lift 7. 6 and 5. 4. 3. 2 and 1. Releasing the legs. Bend the knees, bring yourself up. And let's come to an all-4 position at the top end of your mat. Tucking your toes. Lift out of your shoulders, breath in. Breath out, hover the knees. And then step your legs back into your plank. Squeeze the legs tight, spine is long. Step the right hand into the center. Turn your feet and lift the left arm, hold it. Squeeze the legs tightly long through the spine. Release the left hand down. Come into the center, hold it. Step the left hand into the center, turn your feet and lift your right arm. Hold it there. Squeeze the legs strong, long through the spine. Release the right arm to the floor. Reset your hands, long, strong position. Now press through your toes, take the shoulders forward, return. Push through your toes, return. Exhale, press, return. For 5 and 4, 3, 2, and last one. Pike the hips to the sky, holding it there. Now lift the left leg up to the ceiling. Start to bend the knee, bring the knee into your chest and place your leg to the floor. Untuck your toes and rest for your pigeon stretch. So have the right leg long and straight, toes are tucked under at the back. Try and be heavy through the right hip so that you increase the stretch on the left hip. Now begin to lift the chest, hands frame the front knee, tuck your back toes, press yourself up. This time the right leg reaches to the sky and we hold it. Start to bend the knee, knees comes forward into your chest and then you place that knee down. Toes untuck at the back and rest down into your pigeon. Be heavy again through that left side so that you increase the stretch on the right side. Lifting the chest, hands frame the front knee one last time, tucking your toes. Press yourself up. And then start to step your hands towards your feet. Allow the head to go heavy and slowly roll the spine up to release.